Well, using Virtual Spectator, we can check how it's affecting his overall position. Pulling out from Latvala there, and yes, he is behind Loeb. Sordo could also take advantage here too. Well, Latvala's been caught out by punctures already this season, and this is looking like more frustration for the Finn. Loeb has indeed moved ahead. The Frenchman is the new leader, and joining Sordo in the stage, can Citroen's number 2 get past him as well? Danny attacking hard into the last few corners. He has a target of 10 minutes 31.3 seconds to beat to move up to second. Yes, both Citroens have got past Latvala. Danny is now 3.3 seconds ahead of the Ford man. In the road section after the stage, Jari Matti and co-driver Mika Antila have quickly got to work changing their flat tyre. It's an annoying setback for the Finnish crew, but that could have been a lot worse.
Maybe like 4Ks before the end, just noticed that the car is not turning anymore, and I thought that it must be the buncher, but that was a strange one because we didn't hit anything or we didn't cut or anything like that. So only explanation what I can say is that maybe in the ruts, it's just the ruts pushed the tyre off the rim.
Latvala may have dropped to third, but he's only 6.6 seconds off the lead, and there's still a long way to go in this rally. Kivinen was slower than the Citroens again in stage 4. He's now 26.6 seconds off the lead. It's a Citroen 1-2 here in Greece, but with 3 more stages still to run today, anything could happen. Stay with us for the rest of the day 1 action. Last few stages of day 1 here in Greece are about to get underway, but right now let's check on the progress of some of the runners further back. Local star Aris Vovos is in his 14th Acropolis rally since 1993. He's making a one-up appearance with the Munchies Ford team. He's been struggling with dust being sucked into the car for much of the day. He's currently down in 13th. Snappy Wilson, meanwhile, had made a great start to the day. He was 7th fastest on stage 1. But since then, various problems, including a broken prop shaft caused by this off, have seen him slip outside the top 10.
60. Open air, right long.
Federico Villagra has had another steady run for the Munchies Ford team. The Argentinian is currently in 10th. Tony Gardemeister, though, has had a tough day. He's had a small fuel pump problem, and despite attacking as hard as he could all day, he's still down in 11th. While his Suzuki teammate PG Anderson has also had an eventful day. He's managed to survive brake problems and windscreen wipers that wouldn't turn off, and has actually managed some promising times. The Swede is running just outside the points in 9th. Chris Atkinson has slowly drifted back to 8th after a strong early start. The Australian is concentrating on learning the new car, but has steadily found the confidence to push a bit harder in the afternoon. His late charge, though, was hampered by a broken front suspension arm late in the day. On to the final 3 stages of the day, and Atkinson's teammate Petter Solberg, currently up in 5th, has got himself involved in a battle for this position with his brother Henning. The Subaru man is torn between the need to keep the car on the road and gain valuable experience with the new Impreza and the power of sibling rivalry. Henning gets back ahead of his younger brother on stage 5, only for Petter to fight back again on the following test. It is all still very tight, though. It's been a miserable day, meanwhile, for championship leader Mikko Hirvonen. He's been off the pace of the leaders all day and couldn't even find any pace on the afternoon loop after the roads had been swept clear of loose gravel. After clipping a rock near the end of stage 6, it could get even worse. Matti Latvala, meanwhile, is giving it everything he can to limit the damage done by slipping behind Loeb on stage 4. He's attacking hard again on stage 6, but he's a bit ragged at the end there. He may have hit the same rock that caught out his teammate. Immediately after the test, a quick check reveals he's broken his suspension, with the final 4-kilometre super special still to run. Danny Sordo, meanwhile, running behind Latvala on the road, is in the position to manufacture his starting position for the final day if he wants to. Starting behind the Finn would give Danny a better road position for the final day. He's quicker than Jari Matti on stage 5, but eases off on 6, allowing Latvala to move up to 2nd. But out front again and looking in control is Sebastian Loeb. Fastest on stages 5 and 6, the world champion pulls further ahead, but Seb will run first on the road on day 2, and with Latvala just under 13 seconds behind, it's all still very tight at the top. Or at least it was until the final 4-kilometre super special saw both boards suffer dramatically. Latvala and Hirvonen both had broken suspension, and it saw them drop a lot of time, leaving them down in 6th and 7th. Subaru, though, will be delighted to see Petter Solberg in 3rd.
Always the same old story. Good morning, bad afternoon. But anyway, what happened? Stage 6, the last braking before the finish, you know, there was like a right and left course, and like you're carrying 150 km per hour for the braking point, and it's like a fixed stroke, but the ruts have, you know, how I say, pull out the fixed stroke, and basically it was so sharp that we hit quite hard and that damaged the rear right suspension, and we had to do with the broken suspension the super stage when we lost 1 minute 10 seconds.
The car was very difficult to drive. It was understeering a lot, and I just couldn't have a good feeling at all, and made two mistakes on that long stage, and lost a few seconds because of those. And really been struggling now in the last 2 rallies.
We had no problem. The 2 Ford had some trouble. Jaunen, I don't know. Latvala hit a bit something, so okay. For us it was a good day. No problem. So that's the most important.
It's all fallen into place nicely for Citroën, but expect a fight back from the Ford boys. We'll be back for more from the Acropolis rally tomorrow, but until then, keep up to date with all the results and news on WRC.com.